Okay. Apparently YouTube is going through some shit. So for those of you who are here, first off, shout out to y'all because y'all are the real Noti gang to be popping up during a YouTube crisis. I don't even know how y'all seeing this, but it's looking like there's a problem with YouTube. I'm not hip to what it is. I simply scheduled this stream at the beginning of the day. I tried to schedule the stream for tomorrow with Real Talk, Low, Mars, and John D. I tried doing that and then it wouldn't let me do it. I thought it was maybe something on my end or something wrong with my personal account, but apparently it's just YouTube itself in general. So things are a little bit odd. Okay, Yavin said I can still see you. Yeah, I don't know how this works. Part of me is debating if I should cancel the stream and just shake back for when they fix the site, but I'm streaming tomorrow as well, so I gotta hope that they're able to get this fixed within 12 hours. So yeah, I don't know. I actually had a lot of things I was gonna do today for the stream because I saw someone made the official KD Files website. I have not talked about that or the All-Star, I would say, weekend just yet. But honestly, if the algorithm is really fried to where like the average person can't really see YouTube, they're not gonna really find this stream. So I don't know. Yeah, if it said YouTube is up, but new uploads don't show up on the homepage. That's interesting. So I'm wondering if that's the same for actual live streams too. I don't know. Yeah. I'll just show that real quick because I don't know if I'm gonna cancel the stream or not. I put out a post that I was, but I might as well show y'all exactly what I'm referring to. So let me pull this up for y'all real quick. There's a whole ass website for this shit. Things are getting deeper than rap right now, y'all. Let me go to my game stream. I think it's on my Twitter. Like if you just type in KD Files, there's dead ass like a whole ass website for this shit now. Let me go to latest. Yep, here it is right here. So dead ass, someone made a website dedicated to this KD shit. This is definitely weird behavior. But is it weirder than a athlete being in burner chats with random people on Twitter talking shit about their teammates? Maybe the same tier. I don't know. Do you think that KD account is real? It is. I actually knew of that account's existence a while ago. I just forgot about it because it's been like 4 to 5 years. But they were up for like a while. And it was already rumored back then. The fact that it's actually coming out now is a testament to the drone files of KD. Because again, none of this happens if KD doesn't respond the way he does to the other people, which I had the tweets for that too. But anyway, this site is tracking every tweet, and apparently they have the actual subjects of who KD is actually talking about. They are also doing a Rap Genius breakdown in terms of context and double meanings. And I think they're also chat. This site is also trying to keep track of new posts from the burner account as well. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, Taco and Pinto, apparently you guys can see the stream because you're subscribed. I don't know if you're not a subscriber, if you can actually see the stream. I have no idea. Just for context, and I'll fill in real quick. I initially made this stream. Where's my cam? Full cam right there. Yeah. So I initially made the stream today at like 11 a.m. in the morning, and then I did some shit the whole day. I went to the spa, got my hair cut, and I noticed earlier when I tried to make the stream for the, I would say, NBA Content Avengers, which I have new updated playlists on here now, so everything is better flowing and better overall upkeep. I did like a huge, I would say, pre-spring cleaning of not just my room, but also like everything to do with this channel, because I feel like the content was kind of all over the place. So now things have a home. I tried to make the stream for that event tomorrow, where it's me, Low, Mars, Real Talk, and John D. And it literally said cannot make stream. So I thought, am I cooked? Did I get a copyright strike? Like, I don't know what's going on. And come to find out, it's just YouTube in general. So I don't know. Oiled up, juicy, Real Talk FC. What's good, bro? A W cut and normalized men's going to spot. Yeah, I don't. So like, I got deep tissue cleaning today, and I just find it funny, like how people will just minimize shit like that and just call it gay, but it's like dead ass. Take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. But going back to the site, this is the site, and I'm gonna probably end this stream because YouTube is bugging out, and like I'd rather not waste much time. After this, I was gonna hop on Rival. I was gonna be here live, I think, for like an hour 30, and then play Rivals for like the rest of the night, because I have a friend of mine who cannot get out of gold, so I made a burner account to help them because I'm Grandmaster, you know it. But anyway, I was gonna break down the All-Star game, things around that, and then I was also gonna break down this website. If you're confused about this website, let me zoom in just to make sure you know this shit is real. I haven't actually peeped it yet, but they literally made a website for the KD files. I find that fucking hilarious. Now, in my opinion, and y'all not gonna like this feels weird as shit to me, to like be so bored, so devoid of time that you dedicate like a site to track every individual tweet or post in a group chat from Kevin Durant's burner over the years. And the crazy part about the tweet, I don't know if y'all saw this, but they're planning on keeping this updated for future moments and other alleged burners, which again, I don't know. I'm looking for who made the files. Is it right here? No. Forget who actually made it, but of course on Twitter, oh, here it is right here. Here it is right here, chat. So here, hey NBA fans, with all the KD burner drama, some real, some fake, we went through everything, organized every confirmed mention, and built a live tracker. Introducing KDfiles.com, an in-depth breakdown of every KD burner tweet we know of, every name mentioned, every quote, full context, all in one place. Search any athlete, influencer, or celebrity and instantly see if they pop up. Filter by tweets, DM, or replies. Each entry includes the surrounding context so you know exactly what was said and why it matters. And yes, it updates as new ones surface. So they literally made a site to keep up with all this shit, chat. And I really feel like you need to get a life. Because like this KD shit, I'll be so real with y'all. We already knew KD had burners. Like we knew this already. So like reintroducing this makes sense because of what happened, because he did get exposed very badly. He did not have a great day on Twitter, and I don't think he has tweeted since. So to me, that kind of confirms it was you, nigga. But beyond that, making a whole entire site to keep up with it just feels crazy OD, in my opinion. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, it's funny, but it is lame. And like, I just don't have the time to like go through Twitter and find every individual tweet, post. Like, bro, look at how detailed and good this site is. So like, if I type in, let's say, Harden. Okay, no records found. Let's go Curry. Oh, that's crazy. So it's literally broken up into tweets, replies, criticism, and then all files. Yeah, like how, oh my God. How much time do you have? Tank said, that's what I'm saying. We've been known he had burners, everybody, but just out. Yeah, this is not new information. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw this exact account during the 2022 finals, but we didn't talk about it that much. It's like, yeah. Plus, he admitted he had. So like, that's why I don't understand all the KD fans, y'all, who are just like completely coping on Twitter. Like, it's AI. This is Kevin Durant. This is real. And like, I think people are trying to minimize it. I saw the Club 520 podcast, which they're kind of just like trying to avoid this shit. It's real. And people trying to like blame AI for this shit is crazy. Because yes, there's a bunch of misinformation available. So I'm not going to believe everything that I see on Twitter, especially on the internet, because it's super easy to like have shit be faked. But it's happened before, and it's Kevin Durant. And the context of everything with the times, and also what I can personally recollect myself from who I have talked to, which I won't reveal because I'm a real nigga, it's Kevin Durant. And I guess digging deeper into it any further than that just feels like odd behavior to me. I don't know. Anta said, is YouTube down? Yeah, apparently I'm like the only stream up right now. So make sure to subscribe, you know? Whoever leaked should wait until the playoffs. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if y'all know where this came from. I do. I'm gonna show y'all as well. And I guess I'm not gonna cancel stream because we're already here. So fuck it. Let me show you this too. So I actually I didn't bookmark it, but I had it up here. Let me show you. So this all came from this. And by the way, Pranav, let me scroll down to the KD. Did he pin it or no? He didn't pin it. He pinned this. Okay, so I got to keep scrolling. Jesus, I got to scroll so far. Okay. I got to do my own work. So crazy. Chat. Hold on. Probably a faster way for me to do this, low key. I feel kind of slow. I'm gonna find it though. KD scared of Podmon. I just find this behavior weird, but it's already known, so it doesn't really change how I view KD. It's just a thing. He never said that he stopped doing this shit, so like if you're mad about it, I don't really understand. This is who Kevin Durant is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tweets and trolls on Twitter, and then he drops a good 25 points in the regular game. That's what he does. I can't seem to find the tweet because I'm continually scrolling and I can't find it. Maybe I just have to type in Pranav KD on the Explore page. Hang on. Pranav KD. Where is it? Does no one have it? Is it here? No, it's not this one either. Found it. Okay, cool. All right. So let's go up here. Okay, so listen. It starts here, chat. Okay. Now it's very telling to me that Full Court Pass deleted. Okay, cool. I forgot I banned them because they be doing some fuck shit. But the first tweet was this: I would like to experience the East versus West. I want to be able to experience what all the greats played in. By the way, W take from K. I don't think that's wild. I think that makes a lot of sense. This is just a normal NBA post about what Cade said. Very normal. So then NMZ, which by the way, I follow him as well. Great basketball mind. He's a cool dude. He quotes this and says, Adam Silver be overdoing it. Sometimes you don't mess with tradition. That banged. It got a ton of likes, a ton of, I would say, retweets, bookmarks, whatever. What happens from there is Pranav then responds and says, y'all remember, and I will click on this one by one just to make sure we can see everything here, right? Y'all remember he changed the design of every major trophy there was for zero reason at all. And then he gives you evidence of it with this, which it was way better before. Like, this MVP was so much better in the past than this bullshit. 100% agree. We keep it going. Like, these things did not have to change. But KD responds to this. Damn, y'all even hate the trophies. Now, as we know about Kevin Durant, he be on Twitter. And his main thing is fans don't like basketball. And while I agree with that, there are a lot of people who watch basketball that don't really like basketball. Like, a lot of you niggas just watch basketball for the drama and the, I guess, dopamine hit that it gives you, which is fine. Everyone has their own prerogative. That's okay. I'm not going to show that. Whatever. But his belief is a lot of y'all don't like the game the way you say you do. So I personally believe, and again, I've thought this for years now. Y'all can let me know in chat how y'all feel about this. But I've thought for years now that people who are wired this way look for hate to confirm what they think. So I feel like KD be lurking around looking for posts like these to interact with, because more times than not, KD isn't responding to anything positive. It has to be something negative to get him there. I've seen this multiple times. There's a couple times where he might respond to like Vinay or like some other cool people that like really love basketball, but most times it's not that. So I'm gonna go back here though. Pranav says, not as much as I hate your drone investments. If you didn't know, KD has invested money into a company that is responsible for, I believe, supplying drones that's involved in the Israel-Palestine conflict. Again, I don't get too political, but that's overall just what it is. And KD ducks that completely by responding and saying, so you hate the trophies, my guy, you guys are just miserable. This is annoying. Like, I'm sorry, chat. Regardless of who you support as your player, fan, whatever it is, if you're Kevin Durant, you don't have to say shit, right? But I think he knows I'm going to get ratioed, so I'm just going to try to be cool and be Kevin Durant and respond. And then this pops up here. Not the only thing I mentioned I hate. Address the elephant in the room. Again, fire ass tweet, right? Absolutely fried his ass up. I like that. Dobby said, I understand why people dislike KD, but I feel like going from disagreeing about trophies to talking drone is a massive escalation. So Dobby, here's what I will tell you. Factually speaking, you're right. It is a massive escalation. But if you're involved in something that is at a massive level and you feel the need to be public about some other shit, people are going to press you about the other shit you're doing in secret, right? Like people are going to hold you accountable because you can offer a take on NBA trophies, but this drone stuff you don't want to talk about. So obviously people are going to press you about it. Is it massive? Yes. Is it excessive? Yes. Is it justified? Maybe. It depends on who you ask. I don't really have a real opinion on that. All I know is this is Twitter. People talk however they want to talk on the app, or formerly known as Twitter. So you have to be prepared for these things. So if you're Kevin Durant, you just randomly trying to come back and say shit like this, you're opening yourself up for critique and criticism on what you're doing. And that's what happens. So like, yeah, and KD joined the convo. Like, once you join the convo and you know exactly, like, bro, it's like, how would I say that? I don't want to say Epstein because that sounds so crazy for me to jump through, but like, bro, imagine you do like a big overall transgression that everyone knows about, and you're responding to something completely unrelated. People are not going to care anymore, regardless of where the convo was. They're going to mention the other shit that's bigger that you're involved in. And that's what happened here. Derek, was good. We're responding to the KD files right now. I was going to cancel the stream because apparently YouTube is cooked, but fuck it, we're here. So I'll just keep streaming and I'll take the L on the views or whatever it is. That's fine. But so he says, not the only thing I mentioned I hate. Because again, I really feel like it's very tone deaf to see this response, not as much as I hate your drone investments. At this point, you give it up or you respond to what he's saying. But obviously, we know Kevin Durant to be one of the most passive aggressive NBA stars in the league. I'm sorry. He's very he's very emotional and very passive aggressive in different spots. So because of that, he can't help himself. He has to respond to this, and then he gets ratioed again here. So we keep it going now. Why do you hate the trophy so much, bro? At a certain point, and I will say this real quick. Yes, there's a problem with YouTube. I don't know what it is. All I can tell you is, as a content creator on the platform, I tried to make a secondary stream for tomorrow for the other stream that I'm doing. I couldn't make it. It allowed me to go live, but right now on the homepage, no content is loading. So somehow you guys got this. Salute to y'all. Y'all are the real Noti gang. I don't know who else isn't really seeing this. So yeah. Derek said if the KD stuff is true. So Derek, I hate to tell you this, but it is true. And you know this because you were around back then. Do you remember when KD joined rooms we were always in on Twitter? Like way back when. Back when I was like cool with Urkel because I was learning who they were. It's from that era, so that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But I want to go back to this though. So he follows up again. And listen, in my opinion, regardless of what side you're choosing to support from a political basis, in terms of a general conversation, if you don't want to talk about something, stop talking around it with a random person you don't know on Twitter. That's the simplest way I can put this, bro. Why do you hate the trophy so much? So once again, he's telling you there's an elephant in the room that you're not mentioning, you are not addressing. And then he responds again saying, why do you hate the trophy so much? So then he responds, they look cheap and uncreative. There, I answer your question. Will you answer my question about Skydio, a drone company you invested in selling to the IDF, or will you stick by your brand of deflecting and ducking? Like he got, listen, I want to say this, man. I know there'll be a lot of trolls, but I don't let the trolls make me lose focus. Shout out to the OKC fans. Okay? Shout out to OKC fans. Besides the kids that act like they're real OKC fans know good basketball and they be on that. He was on time and all throughout this entire encounter. And I didn't even know about the specifics of the company. So we're going to do some research right now because I still don't know what Skydio is. But my point is this. This was so avoidable, like a lot of the issues Kevin Durant has with Twitter and burners. Just don't do stupid shit. And this basically blew up. And from there came the burner screenshots of him saying shit about his teammates and more. I don't know exactly where that post was, but keep in mind, everyone can speculate on, is that really him or not? This is literally Kevin Durant word for word. This is his official 35 Ventures account right here. And notice, this is the biggest thing, right? Notice, this is his last official tweet, February 14th. His last reply was on the 15th. He has not tweeted since then, and I think it's because he doesn't know how to move. But let's look up Skydio, because I don't know what this shit is. I want to do my research real quick, chat. Hang on. Skydio drones IDF. Because I don't know what this is here. I'll read this, but I do want to read what's actually going on down here. I don't use AI for everything, but this does help overall summarize what it is. So, Skydio drones have been supplied to the Israel Defense Forces in large numbers. With reports that came that over 100 drones were sent to the IDF within weeks of the Hamas attack. These drones, powered by Skydio's AI and used for reconnaissance and mapping during Israel's military operations in Gaza, are now central to surveillance programs in U.S. cities. The drones are used for flights, thermal imaging, 3D mapping, and real-time tracking capabilities refined during operations in Gaza. Skydio maintains an office in Israel and partners with Defense Sync, a local drone contractor, to facilitate sales to the IDF. The company has also raised significant funding from Israeli American firms. Okay. So then we got to ask this. Kevin Durant. It says here, Kevin Durant is alleged to have invested in Skydio, a drone company, through his firm 35 Ventures. Reports in 2020 and 2023 indicate that Skydio received government and military contracts, including supplying. Yep. Okay. In early 2026, leaked message from a alleged burner account attributed to the rent service on X. If they need drones, we gotcha. Oh wow. Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave that alone. But the point is this: it's an unnecessary turnover, and the funny part is, just like Kevin Durant's career as a basketball player, it's just unnecessary shit. Like you did not have to do that, and now you're here. So those are pretty much the KD files. For those of you who just joined, the reason why I had to show you that context is because that led to this. This website now has every single Kevin Durant post from his burner or anything he said in tweets, DMs, or replies about anyone, from Drake to Kendrick Lamar to Josh Allen, the wellness industrial complex, Ben Simmons, Devin Booker. Like, they have everything. This shit is kind of crazy, bro. Unnamed Rocket staff member Steve Curry, Nikola Jokic, LeBron, and Shannon Sharp. That was beyond gay. KD's online critics, like, they have everything here, bro. Now, I'm gonna say this UI is clean as shit, right? Like, I have no idea who made this. I just feel like they had way too much time to slander, because all this is a vehicle for us to slander Kevin Durant for doing these things. I like that part's very much not lost on me. Oh, and see, this would be the drone shit right here. Twitter user Anthony Doyle and Skydio, a drone company KD invested in. After Doyle's viral tweet drew attention to the investment, KD responded from his burner, not with denial, but with enthusiasm. We gotcha implies KD considers himself a genuine stakeholder in the drone supply chain. Do they have the actual link to the tweet? I don't think they do. So that's Anthony S.M. Doyle. All right, so let's look that up real quick. I got time and date, chat. Hang on. Anthony S.M. Wait, do I follow him? I might follow him. Anthony S.M. Doyle. Okay. Is this him? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it like this though. Hang on. Anthony S.M. Doyle, Kevin Durant, Wardell, a director, KD. Yeah, I don't like to know too much about what these players do off the court unless they kill someone or they impregnate children. That sounds so crazy. I would just rather keep it basketball, but when you do stupid shit like what KD did, I mean, it doesn't help anything. I don't see the post nowhere, bro. Hang on. Let me do this real quick. He said, if you need drones, we gotcha. All right. I'll just type this in and see if we can find that on the timeline. He posted this in 2024, apparently. For some reason, you can't search tweets by date on desktop, but you can do it on your phone, which is so weird to me. Oh, is he here? Oh, that's why. Okay, so this was a post inside of the group chat from his burner, which is literally called "Get Off My Dickerson." Yeah. So yeah, man. I'll just say this, man. It's fucking weird. Yeah, that's why I can't find it. It was in the group chat. You're right. It's weird. I don't really fuck with it, and that's the type of shit that like I'm talking about with Kevin Durant. I just think he's genuinely a weird guy. I don't think he is. I don't think the perception of him, like, I generally think he's mainly just basketball, right? Like he is very much a person that like lives and breathes the sport of basketball. That's what he's on. And then when it's not basketball, it turns into some dumb shit. I think the Twitter stuff is an outlet for him to get his shit off. Other people have other ways to do it. This is Kevin Durant's way. That's definitely KD's burner. I follow his best friend's silence and he be silent and not tweeting since. Yeah, the fact that he's not posting anything now means I think he really is cooked. So like, I'm pretty sure that was him. But I'm just saying like that doesn't really change much about how I view him because that's who he's been. I've always felt like his energy is kind of off behind doors. But yeah, basketball, man. That was a thing that took place and went down. And the fact that people took time to build again a whole website to track it is crazy motion. So is this the end of his Houston stint? 40 years old, no wife, no kids, all his teammates young chronically. No, I think they're gonna look past it because he's that good of a player. I think the talent of KD is at a high premium to where they're gonna just have to look past this shit. And you kind of sign up for this stuff when you get him on your team. Like he is the best player on his team. So it kind of just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's very intriguing in terms of where things go from here. Obviously, the Rockets were already kind of cooked to me from the beginning of the season. And even with Van Fleet, I still thought, okay, that team isn't going to be that great. So not having Van Fleet and also not having Adams and also calling Jabari redacted just doesn't really help things out. So I don't know. But I don't think this is something that they're going to forget about in the locker room. I mean, they're more online than he is. Actually, no, that's a lie. He's probably the most online person there. But everyone's going to be aware. So it's going to be odd. But that is the hole that he chose, I think, to dig himself in. Also, in case I was not clear about this enough, he has not tweeted since, but I can almost guarantee you he's on another burner and he will be on Twitter. He just won't say anything from his main. And I'm sorry, but this is the same person that legitimately was talking to a Twitter user going around what they were trying to get him to talk about. When you see a person that persistent, they are not leaving the app. Okay? So to me, the idea that like he's going to be done tweeting is dumb. He's going to still tweet. I think he's going to give this a week or two because people have very short attention spans. And once basketball comes back and there's a whole lot of things to overall keep up with, people are going to forget about Kevin Durant. Now, not these people who have a whole fucking website dedicated to everything he's tweeted, which is so odd to me. But yeah, that's the thing. Hank said it's fixed. Okay, but let me pull up YouTube real quick. Then let's see. I think YouTube is fixed too. Okay, cool. So then that means I don't have to end the stream. Fine. Cool then. Okay. So anyway, I go back here though. So that was the KD files. I will say this: very, very odd timing. The memes from it were hilarious as shit. I definitely have a couple of pictures and memes saved that I will be using at my free leisure. I highly recommend y'all do the same thing. Guess who hang on. Guess who the Rockets' first team they play after the break is? The hottest team in the league, full of young, chronically. Wait a minute, who do they play? Let me see real quick. They're the youngest team in the league. Don't tell me it's who I think it is, though. Oh, they play Charlotte? No way they play Charlotte, right? Oh my God, chat. We on that game for sure. Let me see real quick. Yeah, they play. Oh, they play Charlotte at 7. Yeah, we gotta watch that. We gotta watch that. I'm on that. That's Thursday. Honestly, chat, not gonna hold you. We gonna stream this game. I will be back live on YouTube again at 7 for this game. We'll watch it because that's gonna be a very fun game. Listen, independent of the burner nonsense, I think hoops wise, I've loved seeing Charlotte play basketball, and I just think it will be a funny night because everything KD does is going to be analyzed and posted on Twitter. I will say this, maybe I'm wrong. I think KD believes in his brain things will be calm if I just don't say shit, but people aren't going to forget about this. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And he mentioned Charlotte in the KD files. Wait, what? He did? Well, let's see. Because this site I don't know why this site exists. Hang on. Charlotte. I don't see Charlotte here. Is it Hornets? Let me see. Hornets. I don't see Charlotte anywhere in the KD files. Is it LaMelo Ball or some shit? Hang on. No. Say better. It'd be funny as hell when women think they about to get rich when they start meditating, using sound baths, and eating better. That's not the tweet. Yeah, that's a fact, Lorenz. His meme is easily one of the best this year, I think, overall for the NBA. I can't find it on here for some reason. So, like, if y'all find it, let me know. But yeah, that's the thing. Oh, wait, hang on. Is it here? I'm gonna turn the ball over with this shitty ass team. I don't give a fuck. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future. Oh, Jabari. Okay, so we can find out right now then. Let me see. Jabari. He's low key. I can't trust Jabari to make a fucking shot or get a stop. He was saying the Hornets guy, but he don't play in the Rockets. So it's not on here. He said type in Hornets. I did type in Hornets. See? Okay, when I type in Hornets, it's yep, I don't see anything here. Maybe it's actually on Twitter though. Let me go to search bar. KD Hornets. Maybe I can find it here. No, not there. Oh, I found it right here. Okay, Jabari is seriously in his head. He's not strong mentally. Agree 1000%. He's just mentally weak. Hornets got better young players than the Rockets. Me on the Hornets is greater than me on the Rockets. Jabari is a lost cause. He'll never be good. 44 more minutes for KD. He is just playing way too many minutes. I don't know how, but the Rockets are going to have to get his minutes down. These media motherfuckers need to stop. So chat, here's the funny part, right? I think my favorite part of the whole KD shit right now is KD not wrong. Listen. I'm not saying we shouldn't hold him accountable for what he's saying, but dead ass, he's not wrong. I think the Hornets young players are better. Sorry. I'm taking Khan 10 times out of 10 over Amin. I'm doing that. Like I think that team plays better, in my opinion. But you know, the point is, saying this about your teammates in a group chat with people that you think you know on Twitter of all places is just not smart. Like, listen, regardless if you think it's two-faced, he's way too old, like all those things are valid points. I'm saying even if you strip all that away, he's moving so wrong is the bigger point. Why is he talking about Jabari like that though? Because of who Jabari is as a basketball player, which I'm sorry, but he has been kind of redacted this season. And I feel like in the group chat, he has conversations with many of those people about these things because that's what Kevin Durant does. Now this is my point right here though. Like, him being on this team, knowing this is a thing, I don't know how you get over this, because there's no copping out of this. Like, you said what you said. Van Lee said Amin can lock up LaMelo and Jabari can wash Khan on defense and has a higher ceiling. Stop it. Hang on. Wait. You said Jabari can wash Khan on defense. I don't care what Jabari can do with Khan. He does not have a higher ceiling than Khan. You're smoking something for that. You said Jabari's role on the team is messed up, poor coaching. I can hear that, but that has nothing to do with the ceiling of Khan versus Jabari. Khan clearly has a higher floor and ceiling than Jabari Smith Jr. That's just factual. Yavin said, what happened to if you don't have anything to say, don't say it all? Yeah, that's my thing. Like, so listen. I'm gonna say this too, right? And y'all can let me know in chat if you agree or disagree, right? But in my opinion, Kevin Durant isn't wrong to say these things in general. Many star players have these real conversations with their family or their friends, right? Like, that's what they do. So this is a regular thing for them to do. They just don't do it over Twitter and group chats. Kevin Durant is in a group chat with Twitter trolls and people who are big fans of his and more, right? Like, that's what it is. So for you to do it in there and think it's not going to get out is just bad management, is all I'm saying. That, like, there's no positive that's coming from you doing that. That's not going to happen, at least in my opinion. I don't think so. So, like, for him to do that is kind of crazy. And again, like, people are trying to say that's not Kevin Durant. It is, bro. But it is what it is. I mean, they already traded for Kevin Durant. They already gave up the assets. I don't think they'll trade him after this year for this. I think he's still way too good of a basketball player to, like, make the shift. So I don't think they're going to do that. I just think they're going to try to run things back with the point guard next year and either use Van Fleet or turn him into something that can help the team. One of those things is probably going to happen, but I don't know. Yeah, Derek, it's sad. And like, I remember I was saying these things about KD in general, and the conversation about things just didn't go where it needed to go. I want to be clear. I never was a flat out Kevin Durant hater. I just saw these things take place in Golden State. And ever since Golden State, I think the energy has just been odd. And it continues to be odd despite how good of a basketball player he is. So these conversations, even though we're mainly trying to talk about basketball, have to happen because it's quite crazy for your best player at age 35, 36, or 37 to be talking shit about his teammates in a burner group chat with quite literally, in some cases, children running Twitter shit post accounts about you. That's kind of wild. That's kind of out of pocket. And players who fuck with KD because he's so good on the court, they're going to act like this shit doesn't matter, but it does matter. I'm sorry. Like, to win a championship beyond the skill level you have to have like team chemistry. Like you have to be locked in. And I'm gonna say this: yes, whoever leaked it, I like what Pino said. Whoever leaked it is a weirdo. Cool, but here's my thing: I have less smoke for that person and more smoke for the person who put himself in a situation for that to happen. In general, like, bro, most NBA players, they will tell the truth to a family member or someone like that who they know will not talk their business out loud. And he's not doing that. So and I'm sorry. The crazy part is I don't think this is going to be the last thing we see with KD and the burners. I think this might be the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I don't want this to at all distract from the fact that he's very good at basketball still. He's still a top 15 player. Even though we don't know exactly how this will all turn out, he's still good at hoops. Okay, Jovan Muse said, with other coaches and players is different. Yeah, with KD stands in the group chat too is wild. KD should have realized. Yeah, I kind of feel like if you're someone who is aggressively on Twitter, how do you not see the danger in having all these people in a group chat where something's going to leak? And we still don't know who it is that leaked it, but you put yourself in that spot. Van Lee said the KD files totally eliminate Houston from contention. You need team chemistry to win a chip, especially on a bad shooting team. I don't even hate that take. I will just tell you they were already eliminated from that spot the moment Van Fleet went down, and especially the moment when we saw Adams go down, because Adams was very much their backbone into being the best ever team in terms of size rebounding ever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just very, very reckless behavior. And if you're trying to win a chip, you need as many limited distractions as possible. Not this. Every bad, like chat, here's the thing, right? We're talking so much about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's not the person I'm worried about. KD is going to probably go out there and hoop. It's the nights when they see Jabari Smith go 0 for 10, 1 for 9, 1 for 8. They going to fry the shit out of Jabari. They going to say KD was right. Like chat, imagine the Rockets go to the playoffs. They're on the road. To tie the game, Jabari Smith has to make 2 free throws. And they're yelling, KD was right. KD was right. And then he misses both. I'm sick. Like, I'll be tough. Hang on, Real Talk Is Me said he just posted KD on Insta today. Is it possible that the burner is a KD? No, the burner is KD. They might have had a conversation. This also just might be posturing to make people think everything is okay, but that's 100% Kevin Durant. But plus, I'm sorry. Listen. You telling me that I don't have it up here mentally, I'd be mad as shit. But keep in mind, these are professionals who are making hundreds of millions of dollars. You have no choice but to put it in the past. You got to focus on the task in hand. So, hey, I don't know. But we spent 57 minutes on the KD files. Tank said the burner is KD. Jabari is, no. Tank, 100%. I don't think KD is wrong in what he said. You just don't say that in public. That's all. Like, you can feel the way you feel. Just don't say it where people can find it and it gets back to your teammate. It's that simple. If this fucks up what little confidence he has, it's kind of sad. Well, definitely. I would 100% agree with you there. But yeah, we've spent a lot of time talking about the KD files. I have like 30 minutes left in this stream. I want to get to the real. Let's transition from the KD files to All-Star Weekend. Chat, I'm going to be so real with y'all. And by the way, salute to JC for the sub. I have my sounds muted right now. I'm going to unmute them in a minute. But I'm real with y'all, bro. I did not watch All-Star Weekend. I'm going to say it again. I did not watch All-Star Weekend. I took me a nap I watched mainly the games on Sunday, but everything else I didn't watch. So I have no idea how bad the dunk contest was. I heard the 3-point contest was like really, really good. So guess how we are going to catch ourselves up, chat, with the GOAT. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. I know he got me. I know my dog got me, chat. Hold on. Perfect. See this? This is the best way to catch up, chat. No cap. We don't care too much about the celebrity game. Okay, they said VJ won this. All right, let's watch that real quick. Actually, I probably shouldn't watch it because I'll get copyright. Never mind. Let me zoom back out. Okay. So, I'm gonna say this. From what I heard, and y'all can confirm with me in chat how real this is or not, the dunk contest needs to be abolished from the NBA. That's the number one thing that I saw trending. I saw someone literally like hit their head on the floor trying to dunk a basketball. There was no Mac McClung, and someone who was AI generated for the Miami Heat won. That's what I heard. Do y'all think it's just over for that? Because I kind of feel like the dunk contest is the main reason why I don't care too much, honestly, about All-Star Weekend in general. I don't like the dunk contest. I think the only thing that's been saving them is the quality of the 3-point contest. Because every year, that's actually really, really good. I think next year, Steph said he's going to try to get Dame and Clay and maybe KD. If they get the best shooters in the league, that'll be fire as shit to me. But yeah, man, I absolutely hate that contest. Also, the idea that like star players make it better, I disagree with that too. I'm sorry. If Ja Morant is in that contest doing bullshit, I'm not gonna care. Yeah, and I don't think stars have any pride in it. They actually don't want to do it. I don't think it makes it any better if you bring in people that aren't in the NBA to dunk the ball, because why would I care? Like, I just have no desire to watch it. Plus, I'm sorry, in general, like, it was cool when, like, I think Zach LaVine did it. Like, sure, all that's great. But, like, in general, how much amusement am I getting from that? Not much. Dame, yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Dame. Dame won his 3-point contest on a torn Achilles. Salute to my guy. He's been in the lab working out. I actually can't wait to see Dame back out there on the floor. But I like the precedent that sets, because that means that even if people get hurt, they could potentially still do the contest, because it's literally just shooting the basketball, which is good. Best shooters in the league, Clay. I'm good. Tank. As a standstill shooter, Klay Thompson is still one of the best shooters in the league. Yes. I understand he's washed, but he's still a knockdown guy, potentially. So I'll give you some grades. I'll give you some grades there. But let's talk about the All-Star game. Okay. So the dunk contest was ass. Obviously, Rising Stars, mid, maybe good. We don't care too much about Shams not putting up any buckets. That's fine. The All-Star game was actually fire. I have NBC, so I was able to watch this, which I do hate how these things are in so many other places. A lot of people don't have this shit, so because of that, they didn't watch it. I did watch this, and I'm gonna say this. The best part of the night to me was the fact that these games were one quarter. I'm sorry. Regardless of how you feel, making it a quarter was the smartest thing they could have did, because you don't have enough time to fuck around. I feel like when you know you have 4 quarters of a game to play, you start bullshitting because you know, okay, I can make up for it in the third quarter, fourth quarter. But you have one standalone quarter to make your impact on the game for your team to win. I think it makes it a lot more, I would say, competitive and a lot more digestible, because you have to get to it immediately or you're going to lose. I liked all 3 games. I liked how the NBA YNs beat the shit out of the old heads. That was fire to watch. Team World definitely needed Shea. Wemby took the game seriously. Shout out to Wemby because I feel like he really made people try harder. And that is big. That means something. But I'll be real with you. Hot take for me. People want them to go back. I think the East and West. To me, that's not the problem. We switched from East to how do I say this? Sorry, chat. I'm trying to be as PC as possible. The reason why we switched is because people stopped trying in these games. So they said, okay, we'll name players that are captains and you draft teams. And that was cool. Like, they haven't had a consistent thing to go to because East and West was so shit for so many years. So to me, going back to that doesn't make it better. It's still going to be a problem. As long as they keep this routine of one quarter, everything should be fine. Because one quarter means you don't have much time to really fuck around and you have other games to actually redeem yourself. I do think they have to get rid of the team world versus you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That shit is very performative. I think it holds people out of spots to become a all-star too. I'm sorry. I think it should go back to East-West. No. Actually, I take that back. Let's not do that. Let's just do best all-stars, period. Okay? Just, like, I'm tired of them trying to grab a set base of guys from East and West. Just get all the guys there in general and then break them down into 3 teams and play. I'm cool with that. Yaffet said Wemby and Ant were the ones who tried to be serious. Cade and Jalen Johnson. Yeah, that is exactly what happened. And Ant initially wasn't playing hard until Wemby really stepped his shit up. And then after that, Ant was like, all right, I got to get to it. So that was fun. Jokic and Luka, I'm not going to lie, ban them niggas. Ban them niggas. I'm going to say it again. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic, get them out the All-Star game. I don't ever want to see that shit again. They never take it serious. I don't want to fat shame, so I won't. But they look the most out of shape, unserious. Like, they don't want to be there. And that's fine. I can't blame them. Honestly, if I give you my full unfiltered opinion, I think All-Star break needs to end. In my opinion, I would just end the break in general, let everybody super rest up, have like maybe 2 weeks off, and just do it that way. Because I don't care enough to watch. Okay, Yaffet said he was hurt. Oh, I didn't know he was hurt. It kind of looked real close, I think, to last year because Luka doesn't really try. So, like, I couldn't tell. I knew for a fact Jokic didn't care. So, yeah, that's fine. I don't know how you fix that. They're going to continually make the All-Star game because they're high caliber players. But dead ass, I would just get rid of the whole shit. And I know that might sound extreme. I know it won't happen because we know if there's one thing Adam Silver cares about, it's money. Regardless of the quality of the league or how people who like really watch it feel, he cares about the money and revenue this brings in. And guess what? All-Star still brings in money for the NBA. So we're never going to stop seeing that. They're never going to shut that down. They're going to make it a thing that exists in this league for as long as possible. But in my opinion, in Gifted's NBA, I'm getting rid of All-Star Weekend. I'm giving everyone rest, and we're going to just take a mini break from all types of basketball in that spot. Yeah. But there's way too much money for that to be a real thing that's going to happen. So we know it won't happen. So that's fine. But all in all, I enjoyed it. Shout out to Kawhi Leonard. He was killing. He was playing easily some of the best basketball that I've seen. 31 points in 1 quarter of play is crazy work on the world's biggest stage. I thought that was fire. I thought that was cool. It just wasn't enough at the end because they just had so many quick players who forced a bunch of turnovers in, and Ant really turned up in that final game. But man, Kawhi Leonard was hooping. And I know it spawned a conversation of who's better between Kawhi. I'm going to say this right now, bro. This is why, to this day, in my opinion, the most overrated player at times in the NBA has to be Kawhi Leonard. But the problem with it is Kawhi will give you moments and stretches that look so dominant. You start asking yourself, damn, is he really not better than so and so and so and so and so and so? But we get robbed of that. And I said this earlier. In my opinion, how he hooped, I'm like, he hooped like he knew that was his last game of the season. Because there were rumors that the reason why Harden got traded is because he knew he was going to get a year suspension for what he was doing off the court with Steve Ballmer in the aspirationship. We don't know. Those are rumors. But I will say this. The way Kawhi hooped, he acted like that was his last game. He was killing. So I don't know. But shout out to Kawhi for still being able to give us moments like this. And more importantly, shout out to the doctor responsible for helping Kawhi and Joel Embiid with their knees and other things bothering them. He's done a fantastic job. These dudes have been playing some great basketball for guys that have to fight off the injury tax every single year. Shout out to them. So that was fire. And there's gonna have to be more backpack moments, I think, for both of these teams as they are decimated with players being out. Paul George is out for 25 games. They just traded Harden for Garland. We don't know exactly what time he'll be back. And they also got rid of Zubac as well. So there's going to be glaring holes on both teams, and seeing where they end is going to be super fun to watch. So I'm here for that. Listen, shout out to Jamal Murray. I know he got a lot of hate, and there were a ton of weird posts about, look how out of place Jamal Murray looks. He's been good. He deserved All-Star. In my opinion, if he keeps performing the way he is, I think he can get an All-NBA spot. And I will love that for him. I think the stretch that he played without Jokic, he played some fantastic basketball that kept his team exactly where they were. A lot of people had that team as a team who would fall apart without Jokic. That was not the case. He performed, he hooped at such a high level. So in my opinion, there has to be something that comes from that, right? Like, I would love to see him continue to have his best year as a pro. And I still think Denver could be a scary ass team, bro. I mean, listen, they still have not gotten great stretches out of Cam Johnson yet. Part of it is because he's been hurt for so much, but they also just have not had Aaron Gordon for most of the season. I would just love to see that. Thanks, said, I'm hearing from certain Nuggets guys, Jamal is top 10. Yeah, here's my thing, man. That's such a loaded thing to say, because from those same Nuggets guys who say that, if you fact check them before the season starts, they'll tell you that same player isn't a top 10 player. Like, I hate how the pendulum swings consistently, because it makes us either love or hate players unnecessarily. I don't let what other fans say about these players impact how I view these players. Jamal's a good player. He's not a top 10 player. The Denver Nuggets do not have 2 top 10 players in the NBA. That's bullshit. But Jamal Murray is a player that can play at that level sometimes. That's something that very much exists. I just don't like how people do not keep the energy consistent, because it always shifts. Like, some people will say, okay, and this is no shade at all, but it's crazy how the Shea MVP argument for many people was not fair, because Shea's team is the reason why Shea was going to win the MVP. More than what Shea was actually doing on the basketball court, what the narrative was his team is more conducive to Shea winning MVP than Shea actually being an MVP player. That was the consensus, right? They were saying if Shea wasn't on this team, it would be in a spot where they would still be a very good playoff team. And I'm sorry, but with Shea being out, I don't know if y'all have watched these games. I saw the Bucks beat the shit out of them with no Giannis. I saw that. So clearly, this team isn't as good as people were trying to say they would be without Shea. And I think his impact is now showing up in those spots. But when we see the Nuggets have a very good defense without Nikola Jokic, we see Jamal Murray actually give his best Jokic impersonation with his 17 assist games and whatnot. And they're winning games. But then when Jokic comes back, and again, I'm not being nasty. I'm just, I'm laying out the facts and the truth. When he comes back, they start losing games. And now this like huge thing about, oh, well, because Jokic is out now, we're gonna see why he's the MVP. Well, they won almost all their games without Jokic. Like, I just feel like the energy is not consistent, and I hate it because it ruins the conversation for how good Jokic really is and how good Shea really is. It's really stupid to me. Like obviously there is a fair context to both things, but it's things we're observing. Right, chat? These are things that I'm actively observing and keeping filed away in the back of my head. Because I'm just saying, like, since Jokic, and to be fair, Jokic is still trying to, like, get his legs back because he's never missed this much time. I'm pretty sure post All-Star break, they're going to be world beaters. It's going to be fun to actually watch them play. But it's not fun how people can shift and change narratives at the drop of a hat. I don't like that. I heard they would have gone 16-0 if Jokic played. Yeah, that was another thing that I saw. Like, if he was back there, they would have been the true number one seed or some shit. I'm like, man, we gotta stop, bro. So yeah, I don't like that stuff. But all in all, I'm super excited for the second half of basketball. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna say this again. I am doing another stream tomorrow. It seems like YouTube isn't cooked anymore. I will be doing a stream with Real Talk, Legend of Winning, Low, and the Hoop Talk podcast, which is Mars Talk Sports from the panel, and also John D. We will be having a conversation about the second half of basketball. We will be updating our predictions. Also, just for my people who know how to use YouTube, because I know a lot of people do not know how to use YouTube. On this channel, I have updated the playlist. I'm going to fix the way it's shown, but we now have an updated playlist for everything. So these conversations are going to be filed in a playlist called State of the NBA Talks, where we just basically talk about everything that's currently happening on in the league, recaps, all those things. There's another thing called the NBA Content Avengers. That is going to be me, Real Talk, Mars, Low, and John D. Because we're going to barely do episodes. My goal for that is we do my fall preseason, we do mid-season, end of regular season, and then playoff previews. And then at the very, very end, for recap of the season, maybe 4 or 5 episodes per NBA season. At least that's the goal. I haven't told them that yet, but that's my personal goal for it. And then for the convos I have with Derek West, and also Real Talk, I'm rebranding that to the Locker Room. For all of my long-standing people who have known me for a long time, I used to host daily Twitter Spaces. Some of those videos were publicly accessible on here. I have privated them all, but I used to run a daily space called The Locker Room, where like we talk about everything NBA. Well, that shit died because the app kind of sucked more and I got employed. Back then, I was not employed, so I had way more time to run it. Our conversations are going to be repurposed for that. So I have all of these playlists perfectly organized now. And then we also have NBA watch parties where I will start scheduling games that we are going to watch from start to finish. I feel like I was doing way too much bouncing around, I think, during my playback era. I'm shifting that. So we're going to be watching full on basketball games now. I want to reach, I believe, 20 episodes, and then I will be putting those games behind the YouTube membership paywall. So become a member. I'm going to be consistent. I haven't been so far this year because I got a car. Sorry. I had to grind for this shit. Okay. This shit took a lot of my time to find. I have my car now, and I had to work many hours to compensate for that. Now that that is done and the weather is getting better, we're going to be in a position to be more consistent day to day. here's my goal for this channel. And I'm going to put a post out there to make sure that I keep my consistency. My goal is to do at the bare minimum 3 streams a week, 2 videos a week. So in total, 5 pieces of content for the week. I'm going to try. We know how quickly I can get burned out from shit, but I'm going to give it a fair shake. Because again, I still work full time, which means tomorrow I have to get up in the morning. I have to work from 8 to like 5 and then come back home and do this 2 to 3 hour long thing with these people and then go to sleep. So I have a lot on my plate, but I want to be as consistent as possible to not hold all the people that have given me their support with memberships. I do appreciate that. And I do want to create pieces of content that are more exclusive to you to make that more so justified beyond you generally just wanting to support a young creator like myself. But that's enough of my yapping. It is now 9:50. I'm going to take my shower and I'm going to be on Twitch tonight to play some Marvel Rivals on my burner account with a friend of mine. So I appreciate y'all. Yafit asks, does streaming on YouTube? So, okay. Here's what I'll say this, okay? Technically speaking, Yafit, yes. Streaming on YouTube is harder because you have to understand what you're doing. Here's what I mean by that. To help you kind of visualize it, in playback, all you have to do is press go live. You can click the actual game and it'll have a title for you. It'll create a team thumbnail for you. And all you got to do is press that and you're live. It was super easy. On YouTube, I have to plug everything in. Technically through my OBS, I have to create the actual stream. I have to make my own thumbnail, which is fine. I've been doing that. And then I have to press go live and close it out and then playing content. On playback, it was way easier. But independent of that fact, I like to view myself as a creator. So like independent of the platform, I should be able to get content out. My problem is having it retained because for me personally, I think a lot of new goals and plans all the time, but committing to it hardcore is a problem because sometimes I really second guess myself. Enough of that shit. I'm telling you, my goal for the rest of 2026, 3 streams, 2 videos. That's the goal, that's vision. So right now in this week, this will be stream 1. Tomorrow is stream 2. Okay? I'll find that 3rd stream and then 2 more videos and we're done for the week. So that's my goal. Yeah. But yeah, grind don't stop. I appreciate all of the super chats, all of the memberships, all of those things or some other things that I missed. And I will catch y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. I'm going to schedule the event now. We will be watching the Hornets play the Rockets before the Warriors take on the Celtics, which I'll also be scheduling that and go-blooded later on. But peace out, y'all. Have a great night. I will catch y'all. I'm going to go shower. And then again, we'll be on Twitch for some gameplay content if you're interested. But peace out, people.